Rochi. Kicked out to Griffin with the fresh legs. And then back to McConnell, who found the lane. McConnell in the corner, that option shut off. And Borlase will take it herself. Borlase parked inside the key, and the fall away is good.
Well, the last time they met just 2 weeks ago was a thrilling encounter with Bendigo, coming out on top by 8 points. Well, today it is Southside's opportunity to turn the tables and perhaps generate some early Christmas cheer as they aim to keep the WNBL finals chances alive. The players and fans have arrived thanks to Minor Hotels. Even Santa is in the house this afternoon for a massive game of Sunday afternoon hoops. Looking forward to today's contest. Jess Webster with you in commentary this afternoon alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson and NBL champion and women's Kangaroos head coach Damon Lowry. Fabulous to have both of you here. Larissa, what excites you the most about today's game?
Great to be here, Jess. It's going to be a great game. You've got Bendigo, who are coming off on an 8-game winning streak, and you've got Southside, who are back on the winners list with a big win against Geelong. So I think this could be a great matchup. Southside would love to end the streak and get their season back on track. Absolutely they would. Damon, how confident do you think the Flyers are in getting the job done today?
Well, I don't know how much confidence you would take out of beating the bottom team, but you can only play who's in front of you. So just getting a win is a good thing. So hopefully they're up and about today.
Well, let's head into the Southside camp and catch up with their import McKenna Marissa, who is with the final member of our commentary team this afternoon, and Jess Robinson.
McKenna, coming off a huge win over Geelong, that winning formula coming into today's match, what do you bring from that game?
Yeah, I think we just need to continue and carry that momentum over. We played really well as a team. We passed the ball a lot. We got a lot of assists, and we just stuck together. I think that was the main thing. We trusted each other. The chemistry was there on court, and that's something we're definitely going to carry over today.
The last time you faced Bendigo, you guys really did challenge them and just fell away in the fourth. What did you learn from that game that you're going to bring today?
Yeah, I think the main thing is, a few times this season in the fourth quarter we've struggled a little bit, so we've really just talked about and honed in on coming in strong in that fourth. And sticking together, and yeah, it's bringing it all together in that fourth quarter. It's big for us, yeah.
Personally, 5 years at Penn State, coming to the WNBL, how have you managed to adjust to the style of play?
Yeah, it's very different. Honestly, it has been a challenge for me, but it's something that I've loved and I've learned and grown from it every single day. But yeah, it's very different style-wise, a lot more physical. So I love it though. I love the challenge every single day. My teammates are awesome. So yeah.
Thanks, McKenna. Good luck.
Well, McKenna Marissa coming off a season-high 11 points in their 28-point win against Geelong last Tuesday night. So a massive challenge ahead for the Southside Melbourne Flyers coming up against not only the defending champions, the team that's also on top of the ladder, but a player who is in some kind of form this season, Izzy Borlase, averaging the 22 points per game. She is the talk of WNBL26, and she also caught up with Jess Robinson a few moments ago.
Izzy, the last time you were here, the Flyers were able to manage your impact, but then you were able to break away in the fourth. It was a bit of a mental challenge, but what do you take away from that to bring today?
Yeah, I think, that game kind of just made me, I guess, be prepared for what perhaps the rest of the season could look like for me. I think I am drawing a lot of attention, and I'm going to have to work out how to get my teammates involved, how to find shots for myself. So I think, that it's probably a blessing in disguise that they did that to me. So hopefully I'm a bit more prepared tonight.
What are you taking from Kelsey Griffin? She continues to blitz it as a veteran on this team.
Yeah, Kelsey, she's been great. I think not only on court what she's putting out there, I think off court what she's providing for our group, and the confidence that she's giving, I guess, quite a young group is, amazing. And I think, what she's putting out on the court, no one's really surprised.
I'm sure we'll see more of it today, but thanks, Izzy. Good luck.
Thank you.
She's having a fabulous season, is Izzy Borlase. Larissa, how have you seen the growth of her in WNBL26, and in particular the impact that Kelsey Griffin has had on her career at Bendigo?
She's definitely having a fantastic season. You can see why she wanted that change, and who wouldn't want to play with Kelsey Griffin? She's such an experienced player. You've pretty much got a coach on the floor, and Izzy's clearly thriving under Kelsey's guidance. So, she's having a fantastic season.
What do you think we can expect from Izzy today, Damon?
Big-time Borlase, we're looking at a high 25, 8 rebounds, probably 7 assists. I don't feel like there's one player in this league that can stop her. They have to do it by committee, so I'm hoping for a big game.
I'm just writing down those numbers
out.
as we speak,
Yep.
and we'll check in post-game on that prediction from Damon Lowry. But let's head courtside. The atmosphere is building at the State Basketball Centre. Our courtside reporter for us this afternoon is Jess Robertson. Hello, Jess.
Hello, Jess. So plenty of festive spirit down here at State Basketball Centre. Santa hats, Christmas teas galore amongst the Flyers fans who will be hoping to see a Christmas treat where the Flyers can snap Bendigo's Spirits winning streak. Of course, the reigning champs are going for their 9th straight win. And the last time these two faced off just 2 weeks ago, it was a hot and heavy contest. The matchup to keep an eye out for, Kelsey Griffin, of course, Kayla George, the veterans of these teams putting up incredible numbers, both putting up a huge double-double at their most recent outing just a few days ago.
Thanks so much, Jess. Looking forward to your contributions this afternoon. We've got a massive game of hoops coming your way. Starting 5 for Bendigo, Borlase, Werrung, McConnell, Pollard and Griffin. Larissa and Damon are going to put you both under the pump right now. Give me a tip. Who's going to win and why?
Bendigo will win by 12. And why? Because they are just better.
Just better.
Just for fun, I'm tipping Southside, just to go right at Damon.
All right, looking forward to the battle in the commentary box as well as on the floor this afternoon. So here we go, Bendigo. They've won the last 8 in a row. Can they make it 9 on the bounce heading into the Christmas break? Or will Southside cause an upset today and keep their finals chances alive? So Reed, George, Marissa, Bourne and Rochi the starting 5 for the Flyers. Bendigo with first possession is Pollard. He can go aggressively inside immediately to Borlase, just missed her first opportunity.
And you could even see in that first possession, Larissa, that they're going to try to top block Isabel Borlase so she can't come off screens, but she's playing real smart off the ball, just move without it, had an easy backdoor layup, just missed it.
Yeah, it was a great first play. As you said, just didn't quite pay off.
Oh, Kelsey Griffin breaks up the play, then over ahead to Borlase. Can she finish off the teamwork? Works away inside, looking for some support. Goes back to KG. Now they swing it across. McConnell, corner, works the baseline, the reverse. Doesn't get the bounce. George with an early rebound, which is in some kind of form, as is Rochi. Look to go to Bourne. Off the glass for 2 and the contact.
Not quite sure what contact. I thought that was pretty good defense, but great to see Izzy Bourne rim running like that and getting a really good target inside. Great finish.
She's having a great season, Izzy Bourne. Does a little bit of everything, shoots the 3-ball, great post moves, and like you said, she runs the floor like a gazelle.
I think something she's really improved on this season. She's, known for being the popper and 3-point shooter, so it's great to see that early inside target.
It's a nice little confidence booster for the Flyers early.
Not to mention getting KG a first foul.
Here's McConnell. Rochi for company. Borlase gets around Reed. Again, it's no good. Rochi takes it down the floor all the way. Doesn't quite have the finish.
A few missed layups, but so far really high percentage baskets by both teams.
Abby Werrung pulls the trigger for 3, knocks it down.
That's what she does. We saw last game, she hit her first 3 threes.
Such a beautiful shooter, Abby Werrung.
It's described as underrated by KG during the week.
I'd have to agree with that statement.
Izzy Bourne, no good on the triple. George with the O board. Maddie Rochi. Shot clock ticking down. George, up and in.
Tough finish, but that's her move.
Yeah, you like that matchup. Izzy, Kayla George on the youngster, Olivia Pollard. You think she'd have the advantage there?
Absolutely. So Southside should continue to go back to that. Southside match up with Bendigo really nicely.
Kayla George, 24 points, 16 rebounds in their win against Geelong on Tuesday night. Combining with Maddie Rochi, also had 21 points, so they combined for 45. Megan
few easy little misses for Bendigo here. A couple of missed layups and a free throw. Just settling in.
An early burgers, I think we've got at the State Basketball Centre today.
Oh, wow.
As you can hear from the happy crowd.
There is the code on your screen, WCheese. Make sure you head to the WNBL app and click through to get your first cheeseburger.
And when you get there, tell them Megan sent you. And there's another foul called. Izzy Bourne is drawing fouls down there. It looks like to me the hands are straight up, but the ref is seeing something that we're not seeing. But Izzy does a good job getting herself back to the stripe.
So
Round 10 is Mental Health Round in partnership with Beyond Blue. Mental health takes a team. Your starting five are the people you can count on, lean on, and seek support from. Know your starting fives. Please scan the QR code on your screen now to donate to Beyond Blue.
I like what Southside are doing at the moment. They're trying to go inside. They do have a mismatch. Bendigo are not big.
Flyers by 3, early stages in this first quarter. Blaze hands it off to Abby Werrung. Reset through Borlase. Shot clock ticks down, has Reid for company. Tough shot and comes up short.
That is a great contest by Terrell Reid.
Great defense all round. It's really forcing Bendigo out of their stuff at the moment. They have great ball movement, but the Southside have kind of got them measured at the moment, switching and hard show.
How is Southside have prepared for Izzy Borlase coming into this game? Is there anything that they think they should focus on in order to stop her?
You got to stop her in transition for one. She plays a real unselfish style of basketball. If she goes into the post like she wants to do right now, Maddie Rachi, they have to have certain rules in place as Coach Reeves tees one off. No bueno. But you have to always pay attention to where Izzy is.
Well, you could see there where Izzy Borlase was trying to post up, Southside double team straight away, gave Reese the three, which you'd prefer to take over a layup inside. So Southside so far are doing a really good job defensively.
Come up with another stop, the Flyers. Promising start indeed as George finishes it off.
Kayla George in her 18th season, still running the floor.
Well, that comes off great defense. Best offense is solid defense, right? If you want transition baskets, you've got to get stops, and so far they're doing that. So now here again, out in the open floor.
George averaging a double-double, 15
Why
points,
not?
11 rebounds, pulls the trigger for 3!
Timeout.
That's their shot. Great job, Flyers.
And the Flyers have come to play this afternoon. As we take a look at the Amy replay, Kayla George, thanks for coming.
Yeah, she caught Kelsey Reeves a little bit slack in D-trans. You got to know, Kayla will let that fly.
What's the scout, Damon, on Kayla George?
She wants to short baselines, turn over her right shoulder, but will shoot 3 balls at every opportunity.
At any opportunity. You cannot give her any space or time at all.
So, pre-game, as we head to a timeout here in the first quarter, Flyers 11, Bendigo 3. Jess Robertson caught up with the coach of the Bendigo Spirit, Kennedy Kerryama, and this is what he had to say about the plethora of matchups we have to look forward to this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's plenty of great matchups out on the floor. I mean, certainly anything, KG or Kayla George, obviously Izzy Bourne, and any matchup with Izzy. Rochi's a great player, obviously, with Meg. So there's a lot of great matchups there on the floor. But I think both teams have talent sprinkled throughout there. They're obviously the roster. So, I mean, plenty of good matchups tonight.
And we're getting an early look at some of those matchups at the moment. Some highlights already.
Kayla George and Izzy Bourne are beating Bendigo Spirit right now by themselves. Those two got all the points.
Inside. And that's what they need to do. As I mentioned before, Bendigo are not big. So I think that's really smart by Southside. Keep going inside. It's working. Until Bendigo can adjust, keep going at it.
Let's head courtside to Jess Robertson, who was lurking around the huddles at that timeout. Jess, what did you hear?
Yeah, Coach Christy Harrower at Southside is all about the defense. That is what their main focus is, to start this game off early, and they have come out hot. So just more about defensive play.
Bendigo have missed Abby Werrung in that corner a couple of times now. That's her favourite spot. She rarely misses, and they've not quite seen her.
Izzy Bourne.
Nice.
Oh, gets around Reese and just loses the ball.
A little deflection at the last minute.
Borlase takes it down.
Double dribble.
Should get on the... It is. Just hasn't been the start that we've come to know from Izzy Borlase.
They just needed to have a little think about it. They called it.
Yeah, Kelsey Griffin checked out wrist after 3.5 minutes of play. I wonder if there's any injury or anything there, because they're going to need her on the floor a little bit longer than that as Izzy Borlase went off and gets her own rebound.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't well through the week, and they did play on Friday night, so it's probably a little bit of early management. Hopefully she is okay.
We'll get Jess to be across that court side for us. Here's Pollard in the corner, and that'll lift the spirit of Bendigo.
That corner is very open. That's where Abby's been spotting up the last couple of times, so glad to see them find her there. Or at least find an open player.
Let's cut the margin to 5. 4 to play in the first. George just can't get a handle on it. Connell. Through Borlase and now Werrung. Takes on George. Back to McConnell. Against Reed. Gets the contact.
Tough finish.
Good patience, too. Nobody came down and blazed the way Megan McConnell explored. They got the ball moving, made some extra passes. Then she penetrated and drew the contact.
They do look a little tired, though, Damon, at the moment. You can tell that they've kind of played only 48 hours ago. They do look a little bit fatigued. It's like they're second-guessing themselves a little bit, but good to see Kelsey Griffin back in now.
All right, listen here, Anderson. We ain't going to turn this studio into a studio of excuses. Fatigue 48 hours.
Go hard or go home, I get it. But cut them a little bit of slack. They I'm not giving excuses, but they do look tired.
Yeah.
And it was a hard-fought win against Adelaide too by 8 points on Friday night.
And you can see these early subs going, so probably smart.
It's Kayla George with 7 points, Izzy Bourne with the 4. They're the 2 scorers for the Flyers at the moment. McConnell with 2, Pollard 3, Werrung 3. For Bendigo at the moment, 4 minutes to play in the first. So these two sides last played only a couple of weeks ago in round 8, and Southside did start well, just couldn't maintain the rage for the full 4 quarters. Bendigo won by 8 points, but it was a very tight contest, and we're seeing something similar play out at the moment. Of course, Bendigo on an 8-game winning streak at the moment. They haven't lost since their first game of round 5. That was against Perth by 15 points. Their other loss was against Townsville in round 1. Jess Robinson is courtside for us. She was at the Bendigo huddle at that time out. Jess, what were the messages?
Yeah, the message is create angles. Let's get more creative when going into offense. Izzy Borlase is very vocal in that timeout, and I guess really benefiting of Meg McConnell's strength going forward as well, guys.
Let's see if Borlase can get herself in the contest. Still searching for her first points. Flies by 2. Bourne from long range.
Now, Larissa, I like when the Flyers go with their 3 bigs. Haley Peters checks into the game. That means there's going to definitely be a mismatch. Either Izzy Bourne's going to have one, or Kayla. Just not enough bigs to go around for Bendigo.
Absolutely, but having said that, 3 bigs and they've just given up 2 offensive rebounds. But I agree with you, they do look good against certain lineups when they go bigger.
So Bendigo have drawn scores level. Good hustle shown by Reese a couple of moments ago. George gets around KG. Beautiful teamwork with Rochi. Beautiful to watch.
Really nice play. Give and go, classic, high percentage basketball. Flyers are just getting lots of open looks inside right now.
McConnell from outside the arc. If he gets fouled.
Sometimes you don't mind a good old block-out foul, right?
Oh, at least you can show the coach that I'm trying.
But that was kind of shirt fronting.
And KG gets back in, so, you know, 3.5 minutes to start, have a quick rest, and then finish the quarter. Okay, I don't mind it.
Booth also into the action. It's been a foul called.
Okay, so Southside are playing nice and physical here. Couple of calls, but I like it. It's what we're here to see.
Yeah.
Let them go at it.
Two coaching masterminds, Chrissy Harrower and Kennedy Kariyama. goes Bourlet.
Great
Up
take.
against Bourne. She drives her way to the basket and gets her first points.
Way to take that mismatch.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time.
Well, Southside was switching then. She had a bigger, slower player on her. Great play.
Rochi to Peters, onto the floor, rattles out.
Liking the ball movement, though. The ball's not sticking right now. They're finding that open player. Great
Connell
take.
driving hard and gets the finish. Now Bendigo with their noses in front by 2 points. So the rest of the early momentum generated by the Flyers. Reed hands it off to Bourne, a couple two beat, can't get it done.
This is where she's dangerous.
Here she goes, Bourlays. Takes
Nice.
Rochi, this time hands it off to Griffin, blocked and denied by Kayla George. Off to Rochi, Peters, a little fumble, it goes out of play.
Such a good offensive play, but a better defensive play here by Kayla George.
I love that, two of the veterans going head to head.
That's like her 7,000th block of her 18-year career. Can you name all the teams that Kayla George has played for in her WNBL career? It's been a few.
There's been a few.
You could just say all of them, you'd be pretty close.
She hasn't played for Bendigo.
Adelaide.
Adelaide, yes.
Logan.
Hasn't played for Canberra.
Hasn't played. That's right.
So let's name the one she hasn't played
Are we
for.
going with regions or team names? Because she
Played for the COE.
AIS.
That's
Yeah.
a different team, Jess.
Okay, that was, I just
Totally
want to clarify.
different. Yeah.
They're going team names.
Team names, yeah.
But that's definitely a long list then.
And that's Southside Flyers. 15 foul. Izzy Bourne can't believe they called that foul on her. I'm kind of with her on that one. Looked like she was standing straight up, but
Considering what they called up the other end, you probably have to call it, but I agree, put the whistle away on those. Let the big girls go at it inside. Oh, hungry crowd. They're not going to... 3 missed free throws already.
She's 89% at the free throw line so far this season, Izzy Bourlays.
Let's see how she responds. There you go.
She cleans it up.
Loving the poise that Bourlays is showing this season. It is such a step up from last year, and we discussed it briefly in the pre-game. That is pure Kelsey Griffin influence out there. You can see her constantly guiding her, talking to her, telling her to back herself. It's really helped her game.
yeah, she didn't have anyone on the team last year in Adelaide that could provide that type of mentorship. I mean, there's not many Kelsey Griffins in the league.
Correct.
Flat out. As Kayla tees one up, no good.
Good hustle by Bowyer to keep it alive, and then she coughs it up to Booth. The Bendigo by 3. Managed to gain control late in this first quarter. Blistering start from the Flyers. Spirit have settled. Reese hands it off to Griffin.
Great pass.
Beautiful pass to Bourlays. Extra pass to Booth in the corner. Can't get it to go. Kayla George hands it off to Andrews. Back to George. Looked to find Bowyer, but it came unstuck, and it's going to remain with Southside.
With Rachi off the floor, as well as Izzy Bourne off the floor, you got to think the offense has got to go through Kayla. I'd like to see her post up a little bit more. She's got the younger Kelsey, inexperienced Kelsey Reeves on her sometimes. KG is obviously a vet, but she's got to make some plays.
Yeah, you notice that when Maddie Rochi is off the floor, the ball goes through that high post a lot for Kayla to make those decisions because she's just an elite passer.
Peters pulls the trigger for 3. It's no good. Bendigo by 3. Final 30 seconds. Wearing off to Reese.
Great to see some of the young players like...
Whoa.
Steps around Poch. Nicely done.
About to say, such as Maddie Poch getting some minutes early. A little bit more rotation for the Flyers.
New game high lead for the Spirit by 5. Peters off to Andrews for 3. It's off target. That marks the end of an entertaining first quarter here at the State Basketball Centre. An early hot start from the Flyers, but Bendigo have responded to take an 18-13 lead into quarter time. We've got the second quarter coming up after the break. Basketball Centre, an entertaining opening quarter to this contest. The Southside Melbourne Flyers led by as much as 8 points during that first quarter before the Spirit came back hard and scored 15 points to 2 to take a 5-point lead into quarter time. Jess Webster with you alongside Larissa Anderson, Damon Lowry, and courtside for us today is Jess Robinson. Jess, do you have an update for us at quarter time?
Thanks, Jess. Well, at the Southside bench, Maddie Brocci, she was calling for quick hands. Be more confident with the ball. Christy Harrower, the coach, take confidence in making the shot. They're getting access to the three-point shot. They need to hit them, is what she was telling the players over at the Spirit bench. Coach Kennedy Karema, get Abby Werung more into the game. She made a great three-point play early. They want to see more of her.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jess. So, message from Christy, Larissa, take your chances, because they are getting them.
They certainly are. I mean, they're 13 points. Kayla George has 9 of them. Let's go to work. And it's interesting that Maddie Rocci and Bourne haven't come back in. I thought Bourne started really well. And, I mean, 13 points for the quarter is not great. So they need to score.
Well, Bourne's got the 2 fouls. I'm not quite sure why Rocci is sitting out. She does, yeah, has the 4 rebounds, 3 assists. As Abby Werung says, I'm not just a three-point shooter. I will take layups if you give them to me.
That's just smart, isn't it? Knowing that they've got to play you for the 3.
And on cue is what Kennedy Kariyama wanted to see at quarter time was Abby Werung into the action. So Bendigo now by 6 points. Peters starting this second quarter is off target. Good defense from the Spirit.
Not quite sure what that offensive set was, Larissa, but I would scrap that.
Yeah, I was about to say exactly the same. That was not a good offensive set. Ball movement has worked really well for them. Keep going to it.
Kayla George, a top scorer for the Flyers in the opening quarter with 9. Here's Indy Bauer. Now George. Misfires. Andrews is there to clean it up. This time gives it back to George, and it's just come undone. Griffin. Wide pass to Borlase, takes on Koch. Can't get the finish.
God, I love that she attacks like that, though. Backs herself on transition all the time. It's fun to watch.
Plays with such force.
I can tell you firsthand, Manny Potch is not easy to move, but it still did not deter her from giving it a good crack.
You've got some history with Manny from the Dandenong, from the Junior Ranger days?
She is a Junior Ranger and still there. She's a huge prospect for the future. I could not speak more highly of her as a person or a player. So much potential. Totally the opposite to her sister, which is fun. You've got Nards, who's like a gazelle out in the open court. Manny is just all power, pure shooter. So strong.
And just 19 years of age.
Just a baby, yep.
It's Tara Reid.
Great job.
Oh, look to go to Potch. Griffin got a hand in there. Potch tries to clean it up, but then turns it over to McConnell. This is where Bendigo can be dangerous. KG drives hard, gets the contact.
It's just smart from KG. You can just see how poised Bendigo are, though.
Yeah, we checked the Amy replay. They get out and run, and Tara Reid, you don't want to give up and-ones. You got to make it a harder foul than that. But you're right, though, Larissa. They just come down in transition. If it's open straight away, they take it. If not, they're patient.
I'm finding that's the big difference between these teams. You can see where Bendigo have the experience. A lot of teams, just no matter what, will take that shot on transition, whether it's high percentage or not. Bendigo see, oh, I think we could get better. Let's pull it out and get through a set.
Can't complete the N1. Still a handy 8-point lead to the Spirit. Rocci back out onto the floor. Hands it off to Peters. Off to Locke, who's also onto the floor, but they've turned it over.
I think they've called an offensive foul there. Yeah.
So George, Locke, Rocci, Potch, and Peters on the floor for the Flyers. McConnell, Pollard, Werung, Borlase, and Griffin, the 5.
Oh, he got the ball.
For KG, you can't let that happen.
Yes, what was that? Kelsey Griffin was like Moses.
Timeout. We forced a timeout here in the second quarter. Bendigo 24, Flyers 14. to see another look at this. Everybody just stopped. KG just almost walked herself to the basket and said thanks.
Hence the timeout. I wouldn't like to be a Southside player right now in that time.
Oh, no.
Yep, there you go.
That is probably an old-fashioned coach killer, I think, if you're Chrissy Harrowy.
Oh, my goodness.
I also don't mind the Christmas tunes belting out at the State Basketball Centre at the moment, so...
Hey.
I'm having a giggle, but that I would be exactly the same as Christy. That is a... Yeah, can't really say it on air.
I'm a humongous Christy Harrower fan, which as a player, as she played, I watched her career. Good to see her now on the sidelines, head coaching.
All right, so this is the replay of this play a couple of moments ago. No one came out KG, and so she said thanks for the 3 points.
KG was Moses and the Flyers was the Red Sea. They just got out of the way, called that timeout, and Christy Harrower would like to move some furniture.
Kayla George mentioned during the week that Christy Harrower has been delivering a lot of truth serums so far this season. I wonder what truth serum she gave at that last timeout as we head courtside to Jess Robinson.
So much truth serum, guys. A very emotive coach asking her team, how did they let that happen? They've done so well of maintaining KG throughout this game early and, you know, bring back that defensive effort that they talked about at the top.
And players hate when the coach is asking them rhetorical questions. How'd that happen? We don't have an answer.
If I knew, I wouldn't have done it.
No matter what the answer is, it's wrong.
That's 2 fouls on Kayla there, a little poke in the eye to KG. We'll see if that's strategic by Kayla George.
O'Connell to Kelsey Griffin.
Great pop.
Just overcooks it.
Coaching tends to bring out the truth serum, Jess, you were saying before. It's fun.
Oh, you had some classic sprays yourself.
Rochi for 3, nails it.
I've been sprayed many a time too.
Did you give as good as you get?
Coaching gives you the chance to return the favour. It's so much fun. It's like parenting. Whatever happened to you, you pass on to your kids.
And they've got to stop here, the Flyers. Can they capitalise? Rochi off to Lock, off the glass for 2.
Nice little no-look pass there. Great transition basket.
And they've got themselves back to within 3 points, just what the doctor ordered. Perhaps the coach ordered at that last timeout. As the lead was getting away for him, but we're heading to another timeout here in this second. Bendigo 24, Flyers 21. Damon, they've lifted a little bit.
They have Maddie Rochi being more aggressive, and she has to be. She's averaging 17 points on the season. They can't really win without her scoring like that, so good to see her getting aggressive. And Nia Locke, Riss, it's a lot to like about her.
A lot to like about Locke. I agree. She just gives them a bit. Look, Southside are not the fastest team, so when you bring someone like a Locke in, it just gives that little bit more athleticism, running the floor. She can shoot the ball, so you have to respect that. I agree. She just opens the floor up for them.
So the Flyers burst out of the gates in the first quarter. They led by as much as 8 points. Bendigo turned things around. They led by 5 at quarter time, and now we're sitting at 3 points at the moment. And we are halfway through WNBL26. Where does the time go? But make sure you don't miss your chance to catch a game live this summer. It's the perfect family day out, packed with energy, atmosphere, and unforgettable moments. There's nothing like being in the crowd and part of the action. So scan the QR code on your screen now or visit WNBL.com.au to find a game near you and get your tickets.
You say we're at the halfway point of the season. Riss, what do you reckon? Our teams, have their identities been sorted? Are they who they are at this point?
I think the top 3 are. The rest, I have no idea yet. They're kind of just very inconsistent. You can see Canberra stringing a couple of nice wins together, so they seem to be the more informed team. But Southside obviously want to have a say in that. But I think the top 3 definitely. Although they can get better, particularly Perth with their latest addition.
We're on. Drains right on the buzzer.
That's the most fun shot to take, right? No thinking required, just shoot
End
it.
of a shot clock. But you know what's so good about that? Isabel Borlase. So they're double teaming her. She chose to post up. This is another aspect of her game that Atlantic Dream would be happy to see as Haley Peters gets a nice little post move, that she can pass out of a double team.
Absolutely. It's what we were mentioning before. Her poise, her decision-making has improved so much this season.
Connell with a burst of speed, can't get the finish. George with the rebound and hands it off to Rochi. Gives it back to George, now to Peters. Made a return last week. Rochi looking to manufacture a play. Tough shot, can't get it done. Good defense by Werung. Hands it off to Borlase.
Great take.
Block,
Great
drives
take.
hard, it just can't get the roll.
She's getting a bit frustrated. Yeah, a bit frustrated. She's getting some great looks. They're just not quite dropping, but I love that she keeps attacking. That was a great read.
And she saw Nia Locke. She bit on that ball screen just a little bit. Borlase knew that she had the baseline side gun open. And this is what good scorers do. They're not making shots. They get themselves to the foul line.
3 points, 3 rebounds so far for Izzy Borlase.
Which will get your eye back in. Don't foul the shooter. Don't send them to the foul line.
17% from the field at the moment. Takes a deep breath. 2 from 2. Nice couple of settling points for Borlase and the Spirit. Their lead is 9 halfway through the second quarter. Lead is 6, sorry. George working hard against Pollard.
That was vintage.
Everyone knows it's coming, but it still comes.
Borlase carving away through the defense, puts it up and in. That's better.
Here we go.
She makes that look easy, but it's not. That's a really strong drive and finish.
Borlase is building. The Flyers got a response. George over the top to Peters. It's Reese to contend with.
Travel.
Turned it over.
Yeah, Izzy Bourne got quick feet. They were a little too quick on that occasion. I still like the matchup, though.
Yeah, that was a dance right here. But again, I'm loving the inside-outside game that Flyers are playing. But they've got to put more than 23 points on the board.
And win the ball back.
That was a sneaky little set to try to get Izzy Bourne on a sneaky little post-up. Pass is a little bit long, forced her into a travel.
It's a good read, though. Really nice read.
Important few minutes coming up for the Flyers. They just can't afford to let this lead expand any further. Peters. It's no good. Good work from Bourne. George and Rochi combine and then run into each other. A bit of friendly fire. Rochi gets the foul.
I mean, Kayla George has 11 and 7 already in this game. I'd just be going at her more. Get the ball through her hands. Maddie taking a big, deep breath there.
I think they can get Kayla on the move, too, though, Larissa. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't want her just standing out, camping out, spacing the floor, because now you're easy to defend. Get her coming off some screens. Back pick for her to get into the block to get her defender actually moving.
Well, she's very switched on today, and I mentioned before she's an elite passer. When you allow her to make those decisions, give and go, get someone else open, good things happen for them.
She's been averaging 16 points in the last 4 games, Maddie Rochi. So 7 points is Bendigo's lead, 3.5 to go in the second. What do you want to see in these last 3 minutes for either side, Damon?
I like to see corner 3 balls, no good. Both teams just running good offense. And some defensive transition is paramount if you're the Southside Flyers, because that's how Bendigo. I don't think that pass is meant for Locke.
Borlase seems to be building. settling into this contest. She hands it off to KG, gives it back to Borlase. Now she goes for it, and that one drops.
It's just a prime example, though. Kelsey's like, shoot it. I'm giving it back to you. Back yourself. She did that against Geelong on Tuesday as well, so on Friday.
Average woman had 10 points and 5 rebounds. She'd be, you say that's a good game. This is a quiet game so far, Izzy Borlase, but we all know it's coming.
And that last play is a perfect example of what we talk about when we talk about the impact of Kelsey Griffin on someone like Izzy Borlase on and off the court.
Oh, absolutely. You've got a coach on the floor.
Here she is, Borlase, handing it off to Werra. Stolen away by Rochi.
Little Christmas gift early.
Come off someone's leg. Like a thief in the night, Maddie Rochi.
Yeah, she took this with 2 hands. Christmas cookies.
Two minutes left. Oh, Rochi. George, rather. Uncharacteristic.
That was a bullet.
I mean, that's a good matchup, too. I mean, Kayla and Olivia Pollard.
I
like
agree.
to see her back herself in that situation.
100% agree. Don't pass that out. Go to work.
Connell with ball in hand. Looking for some support. Borlase against Locke. Just couldn't get the finish on the triple. It's a foul called in amongst all of that.
I mean, considering some of the scorelines we've witnessed this season, both teams are probably a bit lucky right now that neither one are really feeling it. 34 to 24, 24 points is never going to get it done, but luckily for them, for Southside, Bendigo are only 34. So really, if one team can fall into some rhythm here.
Kayla George, 11 points, Borlase the 10. Only players in double digits at the moment. Rochi misfires for 3. Great hustle by
job,
Locke.
See if they can get a high percentage look here.
Bourne.
Another 3.
One can't drop either. Again, Locke with a hustle.
Loving your work, Locke.
Yep.
Extra possessions.
Just here to rebound your shot, guys.
And then Rochi. Again, can't get it to go. Bourne finally cleans it up and they get that bucket they really wanted.
3
offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
3 or 4?
3 of them.
Eventually you're going to score, you would think.
Final minute of the second quarter.
Oh.
And they've coughed it up. This is the Flyers' chance to pounce through Marissa, and it gets the roll.
Smart by Marissa there. Kelsey's got 2 fouls. She couldn't do a whole lot there.
Cut the margin to 6. George applying the pressure. Ends with Griffin, who hands it off to Borlase. What's she going to do here? Hands it off to Werrung. Up against Locke, over her head. Gets the O board, and then gets the contact.
Oh my goodness. That was such a good defensive play by the Flyers, and then they give up the little circus shot offensive rebound by Abby.
Abby Werrung said, I'm going to throw it over my head with my left hand. Forget that. I'm going to throw it over my head with my right hand.
That worked.
He'd get the and 1.
That's 10 sneaky points for Abby Werrung right now.
You know what? An aggressive Abby Werrung is a good Abby Werrung. Sometimes she goes in and out of games.
That's a great Abby Werrung. I mean, 10 points in a 36-point game is huge.
Couldn't complete the N1, but they win possession back.
That was a nice little purple patch by the Flyers too.
Final seconds.
Nice.
Borlase into the corner. This is where she makes an impact.
That would have been
time.
nice.
So that'll do us for the opening half here at the State Basketball Centre. A tight second quarter. Bendigo 36 leading the Southside Melbourne Flyers 28. It was Bendigo by 5 points at quarter time. And now they have an 8-point lead at the main break. So this game is still very much on a knife's edge at the moment. These two sides, of course, met a couple of weeks ago. It was only 8 points of difference on that day. Spirit got the job done. But this is a really important game for Southside Melbourne Flyers to keep themselves in touch with the top 4. Bendigo on top of the ladder, 11-2 on an 8-game winning streak. They want to make it 9 in a row before they have a little Christmas break. As we head courtside with Jess Robertson. Over to you, Jess.
Meg, took a little bit to get into that game, but you guys really settled.
Yeah, I mean, coming off a tough game on Friday, we knew this was going to be hard. We had to throw the first punch. It took us a little while to get settled in, but I think going in with a lead at halftime is a good start.
Some heavy contests between yourself and Maddie Rochi. How are you seeing that one play out, and what do you need to do to manage her?
I mean, yeah, she's a great player, super physical, so I'm just trying to stay in front and pick my battles with her.
Great. Best of luck for the second half.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a great battle unfolding here Sunday afternoon. WNBL hoops at halftime. It is Bendigo 36, leading Southside Melbourne Flyers. Our experts Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry are going to analyse the first half when we come back after the break. Welcome back to the State Basketball Centre. Half-time in this clash between the Southside Melbourne Flyers and the Bendigo Spirit, who lead 36-28. The Spirit led by 5 at quarter-time and have an 8-point advantage at half-time. A pretty close contest so far. Jess Webster with you alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson and NBL champion and Women's Kangaroos head coach Damon Lowry. Larissa and Damon, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think that Bendigo Spirit has come out on the road, and they're going to get everybody's best shot. They know this. They're on the top of the ladder, right? So Southside Flyers came out through the first punch, first jab. We're not going to call it a proper punch, but they threw some hands. Flyers, Bendigo withstood it, made their run. They got a lead. They're playing a way more poised, that type of brand of basketball, I think, right now. Both shooting percentages are not great, but they're doing just enough.
You feel like, Larissa, neither side has really shown us their best basketball in that first half. There's still plenty more for them to give in the second half.
No, I mean, I think in the first couple of minutes we saw some really good poised basketball in the half court, and then it just got a little bit scrappy, a few more turnovers, some poor decisions. We're just seeing one on the screen there, just like a brain fade by Southside there. But I think the first team to be able to settle, I mean, I think we just mentioned Kelsey's just not getting enough shots at the moment. They've only scored 38 for the half. That's pretty low for them at the moment. So I think we just need to see a team settle and get some good high percentage baskets. But they have missed a lot of layups, a couple of free throws. So hopefully the second half they can pick it up.
Kayla George, the 11 points for Southside Melbourne Flyers at the moment to halftime, the only player in double digits. Who else needs to stand up?
This young lady right here on the left, Maddie Rachi, only got the 4 points, 1 of 7 from the field, missing some shots that she would normally make. She's averaging, like I said, 17 a game. So it's another 2 quarters ago. I'm sure she'll be aggressive. And she got to get the scoreboard ticking over, because without her, they are offensively compromised.
So Izzy Borlase, a bit of a slow start, but she is finding her way into this contest at the moment. Let's take a closer look at Kayla George, who started very, very brightly indeed and forced an early timeout in the opening quarter thanks to this shot. As you take a look at some of her highlights and her forward shot chart, how have you seen her game?
Oh, really, as you've seen in the highlights there, really good inside-outside game, but then she didn't come off the floor. She got a bit tired towards the end of that first half, understandably. So hopefully they go back to her early in this second half, because she's looking really good out there, particularly when she's making decisions.
Averaging the 15 points per game for Kayla George so far this season. She's having a fabulous year. I wonder what she's going to bring in the second half. Well, of course, we're only a couple of days away from Christmas, so plenty of Christmas cheer and spirit in the commentary box, in our games as well, in the venues, and also, Izzy Borlase, we put her under the test as well. Jess Robertson did pre-game and asked her some questions about Christmas. This is what she had to say.
Okay, Izzy, getting festive, what's on the wish list this year?
Oh, I asked my family for a digital camera, and yeah, I'm just happy to be home with my family. So I think that's a win in itself.
Who on the team is naughty and who on the team is nice?
Oh, who is naughty? I think Micah Simpson's probably the naughty one, and then nice. I'd say Georgia Booth. She's nice.
Best present you ever received from Santa as a kid?
Oh, I feel like when we were younger, we had a pool at home, and anytime we got like a new pool toy, we got to test it out on Christmas Day. So anything like that.
If money was no object, what would you wish for Christmas?
Oh. If money was no object, I feel like a plane flight just to go and see the world. I feel like there's so many cool places that I want to go to, so free business class flights.
Good answer. Thanks, Izzy.
I don't know you down to the bone, you're making me sweat, you're making me cold, and I love it. It's the only one I have available. It's all the other ones, they're both old.
Welcome back to the State Basketball Centre. The Christmas spirit is in full swing at the moment. A couple of days before Santa visits, he's already here in the house enjoying a great game of WNBL Sunday afternoon hoops. Thanks for your company wherever you're watching. Jess Webster with you in commentary alongside former WNBL player and coach Larissa Anderson and women's Kangaroos head coach Damon Lowry. At halftime, it is Bendigo 36 leading Southside Melbourne Flyers 28. Let's head courtside now. Jess Robertson is standing by with a very special guest.
Guys, I'm here with Sheena. She's an ambassador for Beyond Blue. It is the WNBL mental health round. Thank you for being here, Sheena. Can you tell us about your role as an ambassador for Beyond Blue?
Well, thanks so much for having me. So, as Beyond Blue ambassador, our job is to make sure, make it less intimidating, especially those who are struggling through a tough time. So, whether it's for yourself or knowing how to support a friend or a family member, it's just knowing your resources and make sure that you can't shy away from a conversation that could potentially, save someone's day or make someone's day a little bit better.
And the message from WNBL and Beyond Blue is that it takes a team. Can you tell us about your starting five when it comes to mental well-being?
Yeah, your starting five is, your support network, and I think we often tend to forget who's going to be in our corner when we have a lot more that happens in our lives. So, for example, my family, my close friends, some of my training mates, you got your mental health practitioners as well, but even my pets are kind of a good thing to, take the load off and make it a better day on those really heavy days.
Yeah, absolutely. And how important are the social connections, like getting involved with sport like basketball and spreading the message about mental health and well-being?
So even your team sports, it's just one of those places that, you have your time to yourself, but, you go through the tough times, whether you're going through some winning games or even your down players, everyone is there to support you, have your back when they need to, but also just having those real hard conversations. It really does take a team to know who you are in all sort of domains. So I think being part of a team or even sports or even, an exercise training ground can make a huge difference.
And we do know around the holiday some people struggle the holiday season, some people struggle just a little bit more. What is the message for those people who may be struggling a little bit?
I think it's important to understand in this rushful period, it's just to take that time, take that space and, understand that you can have that conversation and just know who you can spend it with. I mean, everything goes so fast, so just take a moment for yourself and just enjoy that downtime.
Well, thank you, Sheena. Enjoy the rest of the WNBL games.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much to Jess and Sheena for us as well. Some really important messages, and we really appreciate your time. Of course, round 10 is mental health round in the WNBL, a fantastic initiative. So at halftime here, Bendigo 36 leading the Flyers 28. Jess Webster with you alongside Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry. There's KG getting herself and her teammates pumped up for a big second half. The Spirit aiming for 9 in a row. They've done a lot of the good hard work in this first half, Larissa, and it's just a matter of who can produce a four-quarter effort.
I feel like the four-quarter effort, even though it's an 8-point lead, I feel like it's bigger than that. It seems like they're just under control. I feel like they got another gear. I'm not so sure the Flyers can generate that many points. I mean, of course, they're going to go in there scoring runs. They're only shooting 31% right now in the first half, so you would think that would go up just based on you can't keep shooting like that. So we'll see if they can get off to a good start this third quarter.
I may have lost Larissa's microphone, so thanks, Damon, for stepping in. And do you agree with what Damon has just said?
I thought that was a perfect sub. Great sub. Yeah.
Great to have you back. So we've got the third quarter underway. What are you expecting to see in the second half, Larissa?
I'm hoping to see some much better high percentage offense and decision making like that right there. I mean, I think Bendigo just looked a little bit out of sorts in the first half, but still had a really nice lead. And likewise, that's much better by Maddie Rocci. I think Damon mentioned at halftime she's been very quiet. She had 4 points. That's 6 for her. They really need to see her fire.
There's McConnell. Run herself into a brick wall.
That was fairly physical, so it looks like from early stages they've put the whistle away, which is what we want to see.
That's what, yeah.
Let's take another
nice little bump here by Rocci. But
good help defense by Marissa came over, because that would have been a layup.
Boulay 10 points for her in the opening half, averages a 22-point game.
Great double team there by George. Again, Borlase attracting a lot of attention, understandably.
She's coped well with that attention all season. Do you feel? It's always tough, particularly when you are a young player as well. You have to navigate those kind of aspects of contests as well.
Absolutely, but just having Kelsey Griffin right by her side, talking her through that, I feel like last season with Adelaide, such a young team, a lot of her decision-making was not as poised, not as balanced. You can just see a real polished player coming through this season.
How would the both of you coach that aspect of someone like Izzy Borlase? Because it's mental, right, to be able to kind of work your way through some of these challenges. We know she's got the talent, but as a young player with, you know, all this expectation and pressure, how do you coach that aspect of someone like Izzy Borlase?
I like to throw her right in the fire. Put her right out there. Just the best way to learn is out there in the trenches, not on the bench. So it's good that she gets a lot of playing time.
And you can't coach experience, so that's what makes it such a great decision for her to go and play alongside a Kelsey Griffin when she acknowledges that that's going to really help her as a player to have someone like that beside her.
Bendigo by 6. You feel the intensity is definitely lifted in the early stages of this third quarter by both sides. McConnell, she lost it. Maddie Rocci making her presence felt.
That's back-to-back good defensive possessions by Southside Flyers.
Of course, announced her engagement during the week as well. Maddie Rocci, congratulations. Very exciting early Christmas present.
There's another tough league. The NWA, the National Wedding Association.
It's been a big week for Maddie Rocci, also being announced in the Australian Opal squad alongside Kayla George and Izzy Bourne.
Here's Izzy Bourne.
And Borlase for Bendigo. Great to see her in the lineup.
Rocci from deep. Can't get it to drop. Borlase. 3 to beat. Gets it out to Pollard. KG back to Pollard. Now Borlase takes on Kayla George. Flips it out to Griffin. Now Pollard. Shot clock ticking down, so she goes for it. Bounces off the rim.
The Flyers are doing a good job of taking the ball out of Isabel Borlase's hands, but the Bendigo Spirit teammates are not doing a good job of being ready to shoot it.
I agree. And not going at Kelsey enough. I don't know whether Kelsey seems to be giving it up a lot, so they need to try and set her up in a position where it's easy for her to attack. They really need Kelsey Griffin to fire offensively as well.
Griffin with 4 points so far. Rocci steps around McConnell.
Tough finish.
Nice work.
Really nice shot fake. High percentage finish, off 2 feet, recognised the split line.
They've cut the deficit to 4. It was 8 at halftime. Werung for 2. No good. Generated a few stops. They need to capitalise at their offensive end. Marissa off to Rocci. Starting to find a groove. Can't get it done on that occasion. KG with a rebound.
Good strong drive, unlucky not to get the whistle.
They're letting a lot go, but I thought Rocci could have taken an extra dribble then, and I don't think she realised how open she was. That's what they need. Kelsey Griffin firing.
All created by Isabel Borlase's penetration and transition.
Griffin's first 3-pointer of the afternoon, Marissa. Can't get it done. So they're getting the looks of Flyers, and then Bendigo just they've just got them at arm's length.
They respond. They just respond. Any little purple patch that Southside managed to put together, Bendigo go, it's okay, girls. It's okay. We've got this. Just get a good set.
7 points is their lead.
It is not an excuse, but it definitely does make a difference going in the second half. One team playing 2 games in 48 hours and the other not. So we'll see how Bendigo go.
See if they've got the legs.
I didn't hear what you said after you said this isn't an Cash!
Always loves it.
Abby Werung.
In that position in these moments.
Consistently aggressive, looking for her shot. She shoots mid-ranges. She's getting on the rim.
Just like that, it's back out to double digits. Tara Reid gets fouled this time. She's got 3 personals. This is the Amy replay.
Liv Pollard, good kick. Caught McKenna Marissa on the split line way too much. When you got a 3-point line, you can't be in no man's land.
Tara Reid searching for her first points this afternoon. She's got 3 personal fouls.
A very underassuming scorer, Tara Reid. Averaging 7 on the season, which could easily be a double-figure score. Sometimes just goes in and out of games.
2 from 2 at the lines. She gets on the score sheet for the first time. Oh, Connell pops it up, can't get the finish. Reese is there, but it is a turnover as we head courtside to Jess.
Yeah, just in the midst of that play, Christy Hara was calling out to Maddie Rocci and McKenna Marissa, put some work into Abby Wareham. So those 2 have been tasked with that challenge.
Up to the 13 points, a couple of rebounds, but she starts hitting them from deep, you know, you're in trouble. There's Rocci. To Marissa, and now Reid. Drives away to the basket, just can't get the finish. And Booth.
Great job, Georgia Booth. That's what she does. Comes in, gets after the ball. Strong, such a strong athlete.
Was she like that before she played football?
Yes, she was, but obviously she's gotten a lot stronger again.
Of course, plays with Port Melbourne's VFLW team.
We talk about how Abby Wareham is understated. If you watch that last play, how strong and relentless she is defensively. She does such a good job getting through those screens, and she's been given the job of Maddie Rocci right now, which is not an easy task.
Offensive foul against the Spirit.
And that is 5 team fouls already for Bendigo. So if you're Southside Flyers, attack the basket, put the pressure on the referees. Kelsey Reeves gets called for this. Abby Wareham's got to just wait for that screen to get there.
Bendigo by 8. Can they make inroads on this deficit? Rocci looks to feed Bourne, gives it to George, keeps it alive. Peters pulls the trigger for 3. Just can't get it to go. Another chance gone begging for the Flyers. Oh, they just keep that one alive. Here goes Borlase. Takes on Kayla George off the right.
Rich, you can't leave Kayla George on Izzy Borlase Island. You just can't do that.
No, that was, yeah, pretty poor D there. I mean, they've been pretty good overall, but that was a really smart take there by Borlase.
Back out to a 10-point lead.
Borlase just pointing out a little bit of acting perhaps going on out there. Nice job there by Pollard.
Yeah, that helped. Yeah, well, there was no help.
Way too late.
And it's got to come there early in that situation.
It was token help. It was, I've got 2 fouls, I can't really go much harder than this help. I want to stay on the floor help. That's what that was.
Maddie Rocci finds herself at the line. Well, there's no better way to show your club loyalty this WNBL season than repping your favourite player's jersey. Whether you're in the stands or watching from home, you can wear it with pride. Check out this season's full range of club merch now at WNBLstore.com.au.
I've already ordered a Townsville Fire jersey with SOA on the back. And now
Love that. Good choice.
I want a Perth Lynx with a Wilson on the back.
Not one of those choices. I might have to go with a Anjou, I reckon.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing her in action later tonight.
She's fun to watch, isn't she? It's made the big difference to the league and to Perth. All of a sudden, finals looks a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
With Hangzhou in the league with Perth. Nice and balanced.
Foul on Maddie Rocci. You want to be careful. They don't want to also get 5 team fouls. Don't want to be putting Bendigo to the strike.
Rocci's come out fired up, though, in the second half. It's good to see. Just needs to reel in the fouls, as you said.
4 minutes to go on the third. Bendigo still with a handy lead. Pollard can't add to it. It's reeled in by Peters. George and now Rochi.
Nice.
Looks to go back to George. Just keeps it alive. Can they settle here, the Flyers? Peters to Rochi. Now this time they go looking for Bourne. Up against Reese and she gets it done.
Great decision. Extra pass inside.
That's the matchup. Izzy Bourne going at Kelsey Reeves out on the perimeter. 15 feet and in. And just back her athleticism.
Olay swings it across to Reese.
Why not?
Goes for it herself, and why not, says Larissa Anderson.
She's got a stroke wrist.
Yeah, she does, absolutely. And if you're going to play off, I mean, you've got to shoot that. You're not going to get any respect by not shooting it.
You've got some history with the family too, as Bourne goes for it for three and responds at the other end.
This is what we're here for. Yes, just a little fun fact. My rookie year in the WNBL played with Nicole Guy Reese. I think I was only 17 or 18 for the mighty Dandenong Rangers. I would say she was my mum that season.
So you played with Kelsey Reese's mum for just the 1 year?
Just the 1 year. That was Nicole's final season. I got to play with her.
Amazing. And she has her daughters out there doing her thing.
She sure is.
Oh, Maddie Rochi, how about that?
That's her game, really strong in transition.
This game certainly lifted a couple of notches here in the third. 2 minutes to go.
Great screen by Pollard. Do you call that until the shot goes off?
See what happens first. Yeah, Maddie Rochi has definitely lifted her game, her intensity. And her in transition, Abby Warung got beat off the dribble a little bit too easy.
Maddie Rochi has a great little change of pace, particularly on her right hand like that.
Bendigo by 6. Working around the arc to Borlase.
Oh,
who steps back and pulls the trigger. Just get enough air in that.
Felt like she felt too close then.
And I feel like the spirit of ball watching too much when Izzy Borlase gets the ball.
Yeah.
So everybody just standing still, so she's left with no real option.
Kayla George works away. Inside, just can't get the finish. They're kept alive.
You've seen a couple of those over the back circus shots today.
So a minute and a half to play. This margin has just hovered around the sort of 5 to 10 mark all game. Bendigo by 5 at quarter time, 8 at half time. Here the spirit go. Borlase up against Locke. Misfires. Rochi with the rebound.
There we go.
Off to Peters with the finish. Just what they needed.
That will make Peters feel a lot better. I feel like she's really trying to get into this game offensively and just forcing a few little things. So hopefully that basket settles her a little bit.
KG for 2. Settles things down.
Speaking of settling, misses settled everything down. Kelsey with a nice little mid-range.
She's not going to miss many of those at that little short corner.
Rochi to Bourne.
Great take.
Drives to the basket off the left.
Great, does it mean? You play it for the 3, really, but there's some nice little shot fakes going. That was a great take.
She's up to 15. Leading the way for the Flyers. George on 11 points. Rochi with the 11. Borlase on the 14 for the Spirit.
This is the game we came to see. Both teams match up really well. Both really want this win.
Booth wide open in the corner, knocks it down!
Love to see it.
What a kick out by Izzy Borlase.
Again.
Rochi for the final save, the third. And that marks the end of an entertaining third quarter. It's all set up for us here at the State Basketball Centre. One massive final quarter to come. Will Bendigo make it 9 in a row? Or can the Flyers cause an upset to keep their finals chances alive? 55-48 at 3/4 time. Stay with us. The final quarter is next.
for the official vehicle supplier of the Southside Melbourne Flyers. No schools being supporting local basketball and offers great deals for our Flyers family. They are just 15 minutes away from recovery or online at knoxsport.com.au. I need to see.
Three-quarter time at the State Basketball Centre. One massive final quarter to come. Georgia Booth in the dying seconds of the third quarter with a triple to extend Bendigo's margin. They lead by 7 at three-quarter time. It was 5 at quarter time, 8 at half-time. And they're just keeping their noses in front as their one last effort from the Southside Flyers in this final quarter. We're going to have to wait and find out. Jess Webster with you on commentary alongside Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry as George for 3 from the corner to kick us off in the final quarter. Just what we wanted to see. You mentioned during that third quarter, this is the contest that we wanted to come here and see this afternoon, Larissa, and it's building, building, building.
Absolutely, and that was a great start by the Flyers. Kayla George had such a good first half. Didn't see a lot of it in that third quarter because Rochi and Bourne really stepped up. But great to see them go at Kayla George early for a favourite 3.
Flyers shooting the three ball 16%, only 3 of 19 at three-quarter time. So if they can start to find their range outside the arc, Damon, it'll make things interesting.
100% it will. They get some good looks. I like that post up too by Kayla.
Yep.
A shot she would make 8 times out of 10. That one just didn't go, but right now you got to give her some help.
So throwing the first dagger at the Flyers. Can McConnell respond? Not quite, but they win it back.
Do you think the Flyers bench thought that was a travel?
Yeah, so do we.
Boulais open for 3.
Cash!
Oh, wow!
You can't be sagging off for Jess.
No.
Ever. Don't worry about the shooting percentage. Maddie Rochi sagged into the key for some unknown reason.
Ever.
There's a price to pay for that.
That was it.
That was huge. And we've seen some big moments already in this final quarter. Peters to Bourne. Can't get it to drop.
KG dodged the bullet because she did the exact same thing, helping off too much. And Izzy Bourne can obviously make that shot.
Here is KG.
Great call.
To Booth. Now they go to Boulais. It's Peters for company. Gets it out to McConnell. Feet set for 3. It's no good.
Boulais' movement off the ball is so good.
Yeah.
Any juniors at home just watching, watch how Boulais moves when she doesn't have the ball.
Bourne with a nice spin, just couldn't get the finish. It's Kelsey Griffin working on Bourne.
Let's watch KG's little finishes here. Up fake, step through. Oh, Kayla George. Off the backboard. She would have met that too. She loves off the backboard. Lovely touch.
High off the glass.
I'm claiming that for her. She would have met that 100%.
Oh, absolutely. We'll back her in for sure. The 5-time champ, Peters. That rattles out.
Kelsey might come for get a quick sub.
Yeah.
And then come back for the last bit of this game.
Must be noted, she's been unwell. Can you believe it? The way that she can still do amazing things out there. Just as I say that, I put the commentator's curse on her and she coughs it up.
Oh.
Locke couldn't find George, a little too aggressive with the pass.
I'd like to see Nia just be aggressive in transition as we check the Amy replay. And Maddie Rochi got caught over helping. And she got some range out there.
Yeah, I agree with you there on fast break. Locke would have just seen her veteran in Kayla George standing there thinking, I think I need to give this up. But you would like to see her back herself on that occasion.
Boulais.
Why not?
She wants more. Comes up short.
Not the best high percentage look, but she just made one from there.
17 points so far for Boulais, averaging the 22 per game.
There you go.
Goes Nia Locke aggressively towards the basket. Just can't get the points. Bendigo by 9. Flyers looking to stay in touch here. Bendigo want to put their foot down. McConnell Pollard. Out to Borlase. Will she think about it?
Look at
Chrissy Harrower.
Chrissy saying, don't you help out of that left corner.
Borlase pulls the trigger. Can't get it done.
Maybe a bit of a tired shot there by Borlase. I would have liked to have seen her take Bourne on.
This is the second game in 2 days for the Spirit.
Great
Bourne
pass.
over the top to George. That's better team play.
That's what I like. Don't just give it to Kayla. Let her just have to make a tough one-on-one move all the time. Set her back pick for her. Let her go to the basket.
Ah, so you mean execute?
Yeah, execute.
O'Connell trying to fight her way through. Possession will remain with the Spirit. Just over 5 minutes left in this contest. Do the Flyers need to do anything differently, or do you think that they're doing? Yes,
execute.
Yeah. So it's just about execution.
Absolutely. I feel like whichever team's going to be the most disciplined here and go to the players they need to go to. Both teams have players playing really solid games. Go to them. Set them up.
Werrung inbound to Griffin. Hands it off to McConnell. Pressure applied from Rochi, but it's going to be a foul.
I have to say I'm with Southside on that one. I don't think that was a particularly good screen. I don't know what else Rochi could have done here. Good job getting through. I think you're just losing your balance.
That's all that is, and the ref was completely out of position on the other side. I don't know how they would have came up with that decision, but nevertheless, foul.
Move on.
Move on. But you don't want to be playing with your food with Maddie Rochi up there because she's just so aggressive on D.
She's on 4 personals now, Maddie Rochi.
Say that to my son all the time. Stop playing with your food.
7 points is the margin.
So you can see here just stagnant.
Stagnant.
There you go.
Get some movement.
Oh, the feed to Werrung. Gets the foul. Off to the line for a pair.
Izzy Borlase's wrist is like a point guard, point forward. She's just sitting there just going, I'm waiting for you to come and help. If you move without the ball, she is a more than willing passer.
I've got you. I'll find you. But I think, again, that is a part of her game that we haven't seen a whole lot until this season.
Win the ultimate weekend of basketball in Perth with the WNBL and Minor Hotels. Scan the QR code on your screen now for your chance to win Platinum Hoops Fest tickets, return flights for 2 nights at the Oaks Perth Hotel, and $500 to spend at Oak and Vine. Do not miss your shot. Scan to enter now.
What's Abby Werrung shooting from the free throw line, Jess? Sometimes three-point shooters, good three-point shooters don't always shoot that well from the free throw line.
I actually haven't written that down in my notes today, David.
Me neither.
You got it.
Me neither. That's why I asked, but that's...
Well, she's 1 from 2 today, if that matters.
Well, she has missed them both. Yeah.
So the margin stays at 7. Can Peters ignite the Flyers?
Izzy Bourne should have shot that one, Riz.
Agreed.
She just made one not that long ago. Got to back yourself.
Oh, Hayes runs into Bourne.
That is so strong.
Let's take another look.
You got to brace for contact. Izzy coming your way.
Just stuck her hand in the cookie jar at the end. The moment you lower, I don't think there was enough contact to justify that call probably, but the moment you do lower your hands, the offensive player tends to get the right of way.
Timeout here in the final quarter. 4 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock. It's Bendigo 60 leading the Flyers 53. So Bendigo led by 5 at quarter time, 8 at half time, 7 at 3/4 time, which is the margin as it stands at the moment. So they're hanging in there, the Flyers, but time now starting to become a bit of an enemy, although 7 points is not a big deficit for them to claw down, but the way that Bendigo just able to just fend them off every time, you sort of can't see how they're going to find their way through and get that momentum and break Bendigo.
And this is the good thing about the way that Bendigo, we've been talking about how poised they are on the offensive end. They don't take bad shots. Generally speaking, they just don't. So you're going to have to be prepared to play defense for 18 to 20 seconds. and then rebound and get out, because they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot.
No, and when you've only scored 53 points with 4.5 minutes to go, 7 points is actually a big ask. So, but it's doable. It is absolutely doable.
As we exit a timeout here in the last quarter, Bendigo by 7 points. As we head courtside to Jess Robinson, who was lurking around the Flyers huddle at that last timeout. Jess, what did they have to say?
Well, Christy Harrower has assigned Rochi to stay high, get the ball to her, while Rochi is telling the rest of her teammates, don't be passive, get to the ring and don't miss those rebounds. The Flyers feel like they are within reach and they are absolutely pumped down here, guys.
Thanks so much, Jess, and they've got a pretty vocal home crowd behind them as well. So, Belays, no trouble for her at the line. Adds to their tally. So 9 points is what the Flyers have to work with. Less than 4.5 to play. Can they run here on their offensive end? George swings it across to Bourne from downtown.
I didn't mind that set, but they didn't actually hit any screens, therefore didn't get Peters open. They were trying to get her in the post, but Andrews didn't actually hit that screen.
Reese with ball in hand for the Spirit. KG, always so cool, calm and collected. Misfires, but Reese with the O-board. Back to McConnell.
Oh, you can't help off of her. I'm trying to tell you.
She gets it done.
You got to understand who you guard and risk.
Oh my goodness.
We're almost lost for words. Izzy Bourlays with a big-time triple. George to respond, can't do so.
I mean, that's a gift. You're a shooter and you just get left like that.
Bourlays takes it down the floor, gives it to Werung. She can't nail the triple. There's a foul call.
That's the difference between these two teams right now. Just smart decisions, breakdowns, brain fades, poise.
Offensive rebound by Kelsey Reeves. Haley Peters, you got to be kidding. You just can't do it.
But you've just said it, it's off an offensive rebound, and you find that most shooters, how many shooters get their best looks off offensive rebounds? Because it's so hard to quickly close them out. It's a killer. You've got to block out.
22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for Isabel Bourlays.
What did I put her down for, Jess?
25?
20, I think I said 25 points, 8 boards, like 7 assists.
And you tipped them by 12.
And I tipped them.
So I'm not enjoying that right now.
I want to see Kayla George get involved, not just stand on the three-point line.
Oh my goodness, Maddie.
Tensions are pretty high at the moment out there.
Maddie Rochi just getting a little upset with...
Oh, Maddie hooked her first, too.
Yeah.
Maddie. Ooh, she's feisty.
I think McConnell had every... I mean, she's just trying to fight through the screen there.
Maddie Rochi got some fire in her.
She sure does.
You don't want to be getting a double tech though, because you're out of the game if they call it.
She does have 4 personals on her name. So does Izzy Bourne as well. So
don't get another tech.
And there you go.
Yeah, that's costly. She's played a really good second half too.
The same thing that makes Maddie Rochi good is also the same thing that can make her a detriment to herself and her team. That fire right there, you have to be able to control it at the right time. Because it was the same fire rift that got them back in the game in the third quarter.
Absolutely. It's a hard lesson, but they're the lessons that need to be learned. She's still a pretty young player, and it is her turnover / those sort of decisions. If she can fix that, you look at her averages, I mean, you've got to give credit where credit's due. She's right up there. Points, assists, even rebounds as a point guard is very impressive. She's just got to fix that part.
Yeah, she's a multiple championship winner.
Yep.
But when things are not going your way, it's Megan Misses them
Feeds
both.
the crowd. Bendigo have been very, very giving to this Southside crowd today from the free throw line.
So misses both those fouls, does Megan McConnell, and we're going to go to a timeout. Bendigo, 12 points is their lead. So 3 minutes left. It'll take something special here for the Flyers, but there's time enough. 12 points, there is time on the clock, but
There's time.
I'm trying to...
I see what you're doing, Jess. There's time. And anything can happen. Yes, Jess, anything can happen. But Bendigo's playing some very poised basketball. I don't see it.
Coming up later tonight, a massive challenge for the Adelaide Lightning, taking on the Perth Lynx with Han Zhu as well. What a start to the season, or to her season, it must be said. Joined the Perth Lynx a couple of weeks ago, and they are in fine form at this time of the year, so looking forward to that clash later on tonight.
I'm excited for Perth. I mean, they've got shooters, deadly shooters everywhere, and you put a Han Zhu in the middle who can also shoot. Look out. It's getting exciting.
The absolute recruit of the
decade.
Probably of the history of the WNBL. International superstar.
Yeah. It's been fun watching her play, and she's still settling in, really. We haven't seen the best of her.
Let's check in courtside with Jess Robinson, who was around the Bendigo huddle at that time out. Jess, what did you hear?
Yeah, Kennedy was telling the girls, expect aggression from the Flyers, which we can see right now, and then be aggressive yourself. Plan for the short passes, the high screens, everything in these last couple of minutes just to secure the win.
Let's see what's going to unfold in the last couple of minutes. Andrews into the corner for Locke. Lets it fly!
Love it. Love to see it. They've just got to throw it all out there now, Damon. They've got, well, they do have something to lose, a lot to lose, but they've just got to go for it.
Yeah.
Back yourselves. Go.
And Nia Locke, I'm trying to tell you, I need her to be way more aggressive. She can get on the rim. She can shoot the rock.
And she adds that needed speed.
Been so good at settling every time the Flyers have fired a shot. Bendigo. Griffin hands it off to Abby Werong. And
great D
here's
there.
An opportunity.
Yep, great D there by the Flyers.
Yeah, 24-second shot clock violation is just an absolute. But credit to the Flyers, they're keeping themselves in it. Everything's got to go right for these last 2 minutes.
And that's not what they wanted. That's not things going right. Gift of possession back to Bendigo. KG to Borlase. McConnell works away inside and just didn't get the finish in the end. Did everything right.
The rim got in the way, Damon.
The bottom of the backboard. Like it got more.
Here they go. Bourne for three. No good.
That would have been interesting. She had made that three. Back to 6. They need a quick stop here. Transition basket.
Connell up against Andrews.
Move the ball.
Bendigo have just, their movements a little bit stagnant the last 2 or 3 possessions.
KG against Kayla George. Comes up short, the rebound goes Bourne's way. 90 seconds to play. Off to Marissa, back to Bourne. Andrews, they work it to George. Up against KG, the two veterans going head to head. George.
They do need some quick looks. Kayla probably could have shot that first 3.
Yep.
Borlase to Werong, and now McConnell, they'll look to settle.
Even though the last couple of possessions have not been great for Bendigo, they've used the whole shot clock.
Borlase up against Locke. Gets fouled.
Now the ball's in the hands of the closer. Knows how to draw fouls, Riss.
Double-double for Izzy Borlase today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists.
So big time. Isabel, please come back to the WNBL next season. I know you're going to go to WNBA, but in the off season of the WNBA, please come back here.
Home. Yeah.
So we heading to a timeout with 50 seconds left in this contest. Bendigo 65-56. So they'll head into a little Christmas break. 9 in a row, Bendigo Spirit on top of the ladder. These are the top 5 scorers from today. Borlase hitting her average of 22 per game. George, 16. Bourne, 15. Werrung also in double figures with 13. And Maddie Roche, who fouled out with 11. Abby Werrung averages 6 points per game. And we're speaking about her earlier because Kelsey Griffin said that she's very underrated. And she had... she got today, Abby Werrung, 13 points, which is a season high for her this afternoon.
And it was the way she got her 13 points. Sometimes she can get to 13 points. She can just stand on the outside and wait for threes to come her way. But this time, she was almost hunting her shot. She was being aggressive, getting on the rim. If she brings that on a regular basis, this team just got a whole lot better.
I agree, particularly when clearly, even though we've sung Kelsey Griffin's praises all day, she has been pretty quiet on a Kelsey Griffin scale. So if you have an Abby Werrung ready to step up, that's invaluable.
Borlase at the line.
Speaking of Borlase, I love that she has 10 rebounds as well. That, I think, is the best part of her game. She's not just a scorer. Yeah. She gets after it.
She averages a 5.6 per game, so doubled her average today. 1 from 2 at the line.
Which they've needed against a bigger team. Southside are clearly advantaged in the height department. Borlase is like, no problem. I'll get 10 rebounds.
Bourne steps her way through. Adds a couple more to her tally.
It's a shame. I feel like Southside should have done that a lot sooner. Just that high percentage inside, which got them off to the great start. They've just gone away from it a bit, or a lot. Yeah,
you find something that's working, and then you milk it. You run it into the ground until they change up.
Yeah. Don't fix what's not broke, right?
Nah, this is the equal opportunity era that drives me nuts sometimes. Just running plays for the sake of running them without the real purpose of who are we trying to get involved. What's that, Jess? How many is that?
Points.
How many is that for Izzy?
Up to 24. She's 89% free throw shooter this season too. There's probably no surprises.
Yeah, she'll be annoyed. She's missed 2 free throws today. Still 7 from 9.
25.
She missed her first 3 or 4 shots, maybe, of today.
This year she's only missed 2. Again, great cut, great finish.
George works her way to 18 points.
Boy, they're going to play the foul game and just let this thing blow out and let Izzy just casually stroll to the free throw line for another 2.
As long as they don't win by 12, that's fine.
You was tipping with your heart, you old Ranger, you. You old Ranger.
I just wanted to... We can't both tip Bendigo. That's not fun. That's a lovely little stretch of wins for Bendigo going into Christmas. What a nice Christmas gift.
Kennedy Kariyama's done a great job with this group. You lose Mariana Tolo, and you got to change how you play a little bit. More playing time for Olivia Pollard, more playing time for Kelsey Rees. They got the structure, the bones are there. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. They have a scoring hierarchy, which I like, Rish.
I agreed, and I agree. I think he's done a fantastic job. It is so nice to see some of these younger players come in and get the opportunity to play with the Kelsey and just build their confidence. Every single one of them are contributing something.
Is Bendigo a better team than their championship winning team last season?
No.
No.
But
are your headphones on too tight? What's wrong?
Sorry, Jen.
I say that because I'm going to defend myself a little bit.
Go ahead.
I asked the question. They're on top of the ladder 11-2. You look at where they are and you think the defending champs are on top of the ladder 11-2. They must be maybe as good. I don't disagree with you.
Nah.
But I asked the question to also ask why.
They got to win the championship.
First.
If they win the championship, then we can have this conversation. But right now, 11-2 is not enough. We saw what Bendigo did last season with the league MVP. Look, they were loaded last year. This year's a different team. They're still very, very good and can win it. But until they do, They are not as good as last year's team.
Well, that's the insight I wanted to get out of you, Damon. The fact that you think they still can, even when they're not as good.
Instead of just cracking some lame headphone joke.
It's a completely different league this year as well, but Townsville and Perth will have a lot to say about that.
Speaking of, Bendigo play Townsville in their next clash in round 11. So looking forward to that. And they played Perth twice as well in the run home.
Do not foul her.
Blaze is above your pre-game prediction of 25 points. She's got 27, and they're happy to run the clock down here.
It's not hard to predict 25 for her.
Another hard-fought victory here for the Bendigo Spirit. On top of the ladder, they take down the Flyers by 10 points to make it 9 in a row, heading in to the mid-season Christmas break. Southside Melbourne Flyers fired an early shot at the Spirit. They led by as much as 8 during that first quarter. Bendigo settled to take a 5-point lead into quarter time. Led by 8 at halftime, 7 at three-quarter time. And it just fell away for the Flyers a little bit in that last quarter. And Bendigo makes it a 10-point victory in the end. As we say, make it 9 in a row. I'm very pleased Coach Kennedy Kariyama side after 10 rounds is in a very good position indeed to set themselves up for a run at the finals. What a massive clash it is to come in round 11 against Townsville. They'll also take on Sydney and Southside again before facing Perth in round 14. Izzy Borlase again, and another fantastic performance. 27 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for her, and 3 assists. She was supported by Abby Werung, who had a season-high 13 points. A great performance from her. Kelsey Griffin also in double digits with 11. And for the Flyers, they were led by Kayla George, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Another double-double for her. Bourne with 17 points, and Maddie Roche, who fouled out with 11. But let's head courtside now to Jess Robinson, who is with the star of the show, Izzy Borlase.
Izzy, another incredible outing from yourself. What a game.
Yeah, it was a really tough game. Southside really needed that win. We did as well. So we knew that they were going to come out really strong, and they did. And I think, yeah, it's just credit to the girls. I think the way that we just weathered the storm, fought through physicality and came away with the win.
How much are you enjoying really rising to these sort of occasions and leading the team to the win? Because it was a close encounter once again.
Yeah, it was. I know it's fun. It's fun playing in these close games. It's nice being on the end of the wins because I think that's what brings teams closer. It makes you believe that you can win those close games. So I think, yeah, it's fun, and I'm really enjoying my role.
9 wins on the trot, a great place to be when you're leading into a Christmas break, and you've got a cheer squad here as well.
Yeah, I'm really happy to. My mum and dad drove up with my nan and pa. They came all the way from Ceduna, which is all the way out west in South Australia. So I'm really happy that they're here, and then I'm flying home today to have Christmas in Adelaide. So super grateful to have them here.
Super job, Izzy. Enjoy the Christmas break and congrats.
Thank you.
Very well-deserved Christmas break, I think, coming up for Izzy Borlase. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from today. Larissa Anderson and Damon Larry, talk us through her performance today and what you liked.
Borlase, I mean, what can you not say? She getting it done from outside, getting it done inside. Damon mentioned several times the amount she actually contributed by putting the ball on the floor. I mean, 27 points, 11 rebounds is what's so impressive to me, and 3 assists. I think she probably deserved more than the 3 assists with how much she actually delivered, but very impressive game from such a young player.
I couldn't be a bigger fan. Just the way she carries herself. The world is her oyster. She's so humble. Good teammate, just speaks so well. You just can't believe she's so young.
Absolutely, she is still only 21 years of age. It's absolutely crazy. 27 points is the second highest tally for her this season. She had 29 a couple of weeks ago against Geelong, but these are her stats. 27 points, 7 of 19 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-pointers, 11 rebounds, and as we mentioned, that's a key feature of her game this afternoon. She averages the 5.6 and managed to get a double-double. So another wonderful performance from Izzy Borlase today, and the Bendigo Spirit. They defeated Southside by 10 points. More to come after the break.
WNBL26.com.